Good morning. So, the topic is here circular convolution. So, I have seen the linear convolution in previous video sessions, and then we did the problems also on that. So, now coming to the circular convolution. So, here the definition for the circular convolution and DFT property, circular convolution property, you have seen that one also in the previous video sessions. Now, here uh, how can you solve the circular convolution between two sequences? We will see here that one. Okay. So here what is the basic difference between linear convolution and circular convolution? So see here, linear convolution means the linear convolution of two sequences x of n of L number of samples and h of n of m number of samples produce a result y of n which contains n samples, that n is nothing but that depends on x of n and h of n number of samples, like L plus m minus 1. So here y of n contains n number of samples, that is nothing but L plus m minus 1 number of samples. But here whereas in circular convolution, so if you consider x of n which is having L number of samples and h of n which is having m number of samples, then y of n contains maximum of L comma m samples. If suppose here if you consider an example, in such a case x of n is having the more number of samples when compared with the h of n, like L greater than m. So now here we have to add here L minus m number of 0 samples to the sequence h of n, that is said to be 0 padding. So that both the x of n and h of n are having the same number of samples now by 0 padding. So now that is said to be here n, capital N. Now obviously y of n contains capital N number of samples. Okay, right? So this is the difference between the linear and circular. Now, so here methods to evaluate circular convolution of two sequences. So generally we have the two different methods. One is the concentric circle method, another one is the matrix multiplication method. Concentric circle method means here if we consider two sequences like x1 of n and x2 of n, let it be the convolution between these two is x3 of n, that is equal to x1 of n circularly convolved with x2 of n. So here we should follow the steps here. So here the first step is first graph n samples of x1 of n. So here that graph means here like a circle. So first draw the one circle and then locate the points here, right? So x1 of 0, x1 of 1, x1 of 2 and so on that particular circuit. So with equal spaced points. So here the circle is here called as outer circle, and then we should locate all the values here x1 of n values in counterclockwise direction, that means the anti-clockwise direction. So after finishing this circle, that is the outer circle, coming to the second point, right, consider here x2 of n and here also take another circle, that is the inner side of the here x1 of n circle, that is said to be here inner circle. Now in clockwise direction locate all the points here x1 of n. So where we start here actually x1 of n, right, that means x1 of 0 like that, we should start the x2 of 0 also, right? So here that's why here start at the same point as x1 of n graph, n samples of x2 of n as equally spaced points around in inner circle in clockwise direction. So here third point is, now you have the two circles, inner circle and outer circle, and located points here. So here just multiply those corresponding samples on the two circles and then sum the products to produce the output. So now the fourth point is rotate the inner circle. So here outer circle should remain the same here, so that is a stable one. but concentrate on the inner circle. Inner circle here is rotated one sample at a time in counterclockwise direction, and go to the step 3 to obtain the next value of the output. That means repeat the procedure like multiply corresponding samples and sum the products to produce the output. So in such a way, repeat the step 4. So until the inner circle first sample lines up with the first sample of the exterior circle once again. So that means here, if you rotate the points here in inner circle, that means if you rotate the inner circle here, right? So where we start, we can finally reach that point, right? So until to reach that initial point, we have to repeat the procedure and then find the outputs, okay, corresponding outputs. So this is the method here, which is said to be here concentric circle method. Now coming to the matrix multiplication method. So matrix multiplication method means simply by doing the multiplication, matrix multiplication, you can achieve the output here. So here let it be x1 of n is the input and x2 of n is the another input, and output is here x3 of n. Now here, so take the second signal, that is here locate here like a, what is that, square matrix like this. So okay, here square matrix means here with the order n by n, capital N by n. So of course here x1 of n is having some samples like L, and x2 of n also is having some samples m. But after zero padding, we equalize these two lengths here like a capital N. So that's why here the samples are from 0 to n minus 1. So now take x2 of 0, x2 of 1, x2 of 2 and so on, x2 of n minus 1 like a column, first column, so indicate all the values here. Next one is here to complete the second column, so place the last value here as a first element, so x2 of n minus 1, and repeat the same here, right? So that means from x2 of 0 to x2 of n minus 2, and then in the same way here, so third column is nothing but, so last element, so here is a last element is here, and now remaining same, x2 of n minus 1 to x2 of, so here like this, okay, right, n minus 3. Now here, so until to get here, what is that, x2 of 0, so that means initial value, so here at the here is the last value, so that's why here until to get the, what is that, x2 of 0 here, so repeat this what is that, columns, so then that means obviously n by n or n columns are there. Now the size of the matrix is n by n. So now take the here n by 1 matrix or column matrix, that is here first sequence, x1 sequence, x1 of n. So x1 of n, that means x1 of 0 to x1 of n minus 1. Now multiply these two and then you can get the column matrix like what is that, n by 1, that is x3 of n. So this is the one easiest method, so or like a shortcut method. So here in this way also you can find out the, what is that, circular convolution. So now coming to the example here, so our problem, find the circular convolution of two finite duration sequences, x1 of n and x2 of n. So x1 of n given, so that is nothing but 1 minus 1 minus 2, 3 minus 1. x2 of n is nothing but 1 comma 2 comma 3. So here if you observe, x1 of n, so is having length, what is that, so let it be L, 1 2 3 4 5, and x2 of n is having length m is equal to 3. So now here what is the resultant, what is that signal, that is the x3 of n, circular convolution between x1 of n and x2 of n. which is having the length n is equal to, what is that, maximum of L comma M. What is that? Maximum of 5 comma 3 means 5. So that means here n5 means, so obviously x1 of n also having length n5 and x2 of n also having the length n5. So here x1 of n is nothing but, x1 of n is nothing but same, that is 1 minus 1 minus 2 minus 3, 3 minus 1, but x2 of n is nothing but, so only 3 samples, so do the 0 padding here. That means how many zeros we have to add here? L minus M zeros. So that means 5 minus 3, 2 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 samples are there. Okay, so here in this way we should normalize or equalize the particular number of samples in both given sequences. Okay, now coming to the method, what is that? The first method, concentric circle method. Concentric circle method. Concentric circle method. First method. Okay, here according to this method, so discussed in the previous slide, right? So first take the outer circle. So in outer circle, locate all the x1 of n values. X1 of n values in counterclockwise direction. So here I am starting, right? So here is a x1 of 0, right? So here equally with equal space we have to complete all the elements here. How many elements are there? Actually 5 elements, right? So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this way, so I just finish this one. Here is another point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one is nothing but x1 of 1. This is x1 of 2. This is x1 of 3 and this is x1 of 4. So here what is the value here? x1 of 0, 1, minus 1, minus 2, 3, minus 1. Okay. Now here coming to the inner circle. So in inner circle locate the x2 of n samples. So where we start here actually, it's okay, right? So now place the x2 of n values in the inner circle. So where we start x1 of n, we should start the x2 of n also. So now x1 of 0 here, x2 of 0 also here, but in clockwise direction locate the values. x2 of 1 is equal to 2, x2 of 2 is equal to 3, x2 of 3 is equal to 0, x2 of 4 is equal to 0. Here it is in anti-clockwise direction, but here inner circle is in, what is that, clockwise direction. So actually, so y of n is determined from the formula. So x1 of n convolved with x2 of n, circularly convolved with x2 of n. So here that is indicated like this, and the formula also summation m0 to n minus 1 x1 of m x2 of n minus m modulo n, right? So now here without using this definition here, the circular convolution definition based on this concentric circle method, here we are finding the y of n values. Y of n is having the length capital N, so that is the nothing but 5. So here we should find out the 5 samples from n0 to n4, right? So that's why here n is 5. Now y of n, so we should find out here n from 0 to 4. Here n is equal to 5. So initially y of 0, that means n is equal to 0. Okay. So now here simply just take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here the values are 1, minus 1, minus 2, 3, minus 1. Okay, right? So now here inner circle, you just concentrate on inner circle here. So outer circle positions are stable. So here inner circle values are rotated in anti-clockwise direction actually, but initially here at n is equal to 0, so here inner circle also in the same position. That means here is a 1, 2, 3, 0, 0, right? So now here what is y of 0? What is y of 0? So then product and then take the sum. Okay, right? Product all the corresponding samples here. So we may take another circle here and then give take product values here. So but here I am taking directly, no, right? So 1 into 1, 1, 1 into 1, 1, plus 0 into minus 1, 0, minus 2 into 0, 0, 3 into 3, 9, 2 into minus 1, minus 2. Okay, right. So what is the answer here? 9 plus 1, 10 minus 2, 8. So y of 0 is equal to 8. Okay, so in this way we can find out the, what is that? Circular convolution output samples. Okay, so now here y of 0 is 8. Now coming to the y of 1. So that means that n is equal to 1. So we have to determine y of 1. Now here place here outer circle values as it is, like 1, minus 1, here is minus 2, here 3, minus 1. But here inner circle should be rotated clockwise. Okay, placing is here in the what is that clockwise, but here movement here. So to find out the y of n values, we have to move this one in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so right, don't confuse here. So just follow these steps, right? So now here anti-clockwise direction, move one step here. Okay, right? So that means here is a 1, but here the position is 1. Okay, remember like this, 1, 0, 0, 3, 2. But now here this position is shifted to here, this position. So now see here, first locate here 1, 0, 0, 3, 2. Okay, right, simple. Now find the y of 1 value by multiplying and adding. Okay, 1 into 2, 2, 1 into minus 1, minus 1, 0, 0, minus 3. So now here 2 minus 1, 1, 2 minus 1, 1, 1 minus 3, minus 2. Y of 1 is equal to minus 2. So at n is equal to 2, determine y of 2 value. So like here, place here also, just shift this again. Okay, so first place the outer circle values, fixed values, right here. In inner circle, rotate here. That means here is a 1, here what is that? So here is now 2. Otherwise you may write like this. One position is shifted to here. 1, 0, 0, 3, 2, like that. Okay, right. Now find y of 2. Y of 2 is equal to. So what is the answer? 3 minus 2 minus 2, 0, 0. Now 3 minus 4 minus 1. Okay, right. Now coming to the n3 value. That means y of 3. So here fix values here. Okay, so here 1 minus 1 minus 2 3 minus 1. Okay, so now here in inner values here, so again shifting. So here 1 is now here 1 0 0 3 2. Okay, right. So now do the multiplication. 0 minus 3 minus 4 plus 3 plus 0. Now what is the answer? Minus 4. Now here also n is equal to 4. So first locate. Like this. Okay, here 1 minus 1 minus 2 3 minus 1. So now here one position here 0 0 3 2. Okay, now y of 4. 0 plus 0 minus 6 plus 6 minus 1. What is the answer? Minus 1. Now finally y of n is equal to, no need to do the y of 5. So otherwise if you rotate this one, so here 1 will be appeared here. So that means the same position, right? So that is at n is equal to 0 position. Okay, so that here you may stop. Otherwise also of course you know that we require the samples from what is that 0 to 4 only. So that's why it is enough, right? So now, so take all values here. First value is 8, 0th value. One value is minus 2. At first, at n is equal to 2, minus 1. At n is equal to 3, minus 4. At n is equal to 4, minus 1. Okay, right. So this is nothing but circular convolution between x of n and h of n, or x1 of n and x2 of n. So we can get the y of n output. Okay, so it is said to be concentric circle method. Now coming to the, what is that? Second method, matrix multiplication method. Matrix multiplication method. So now here x of n is nothing but 1 minus 1 minus 2 3 minus 1. x2 of n is nothing but 1 2 3 0 0. Okay, right here. So do the matrix multiplication method. So I am not here again writing the formula. So already discussed in the previous slide. First you just when you start the problem, first you write that particular basic formula and then substitute here. Okay. Here 5 samples are there. So now here matrix size is 5 by 5. Now here take column matrix 5 by 1 and you can get the output, that one also 5 by 1. Okay, so now first finish here x1 of n, that is 1 minus 1 minus 2 3 minus 1. So now coming to this one here, so 1 2 3 0 0. So now this 0 is located here. Okay, right? So that means 0. Next same as it is, finish this one. Okay, now now 0, next one 0 1 2 3, next again 3 0 0 1 2, next again here 2 3 0 0 1. Okay, right? So see here where we start, we just end with that value. Okay, right? So now here do the multiplication and then you can get the answer. Okay, right? So here first row first column, so 1 into 1 1, 0 into anything 0, 0 into anything 0. Now 3 into 3 9, 2 into minus 1, here minus 2. So in this way you can write like this, here 1, next 0, next 0, next one is 3 3s are 9, next one here minus 2, right? So what is the answer here? So here I am writing answer. So directly you just write. So here 10 minus 2 is 8. Okay, right? Next row and then column, 2 into 1 2 plus 1 into minus 1 minus 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 3 into minus 1 minus 3. So now what is the answer here? 1 minus 3. Here is nothing but minus 2. Okay, now next 3 ones are 3 minus 2, 1 into minus 2 minus 2, then plus 0 plus 0. Okay, right? Now 3 minus 4 minus 1. Next one 0 into 1 0, next 3 into minus 1 minus 3, minus 2, next one is 3 plus 0, that means minus 2. 1 minute, here 3 into minus 1 minus 3, 2 into minus 2 minus 4 here. Okay, right? So here is minus 4. Now first 2 zeros, next 3 into minus 2 minus 6, plus 2 into 3 6 minus 1. Now the answer is minus 1. Okay, right? So here in this way you can find out the output. So that output is nothing but 8 minus 2 minus 1 minus 4 minus 1. So very easiest method. Okay, right? So in this way you can solve. Okay, right? Thank you.